Okay, let's unpack this. Have you ever really stopped to think about the literal ground beneath our feet? In the places where things are made.
It's not something most people consider, right?
Exactly. I'm talking about industrial floors. Today, we're doing a bit of a deep dive into the, well, surprisingly robust world of the global industrial flooring market.
Mm-hmm.
We're pulling key insights from a detailed report by Cognitive Market
A
Research.
pretty comprehensive source.
It is, and our mission here is to help you quickly grasp the scale and the trends of this vital sector. It's often overlooked, but really important.
Absolutely.
So get this, the report paints a fascinating picture. This market generated nearly $6.7 billion globally back in 2021.
Right.
It's expected to reach over $8.2 billion by 2025, and then keep growing to an impressive $12.5 billion by 2033.
Wow, that's serious growth.
It is. That's a strong compound annual growth rate, or AGR, of about 5.4% over that forecast period.
And what's truly fascinating here, I think, is that this isn't just about, concrete slabs.
Yeah.
It's a direct reflection of deeper industrial shifts.
Mm-hmm.
This consistent expansion, well, it isn't accidental.
So it signals something bigger.
Exactly.
Here.
It signals that industries worldwide are investing heavily in high-performance, durable, and crucially safe flooring solutions.
Okay.
Think of it as the unseen foundation, literally supporting the entire global manufacturing and logistics ecosystem. It's fundamental.
So that's a significant trajectory for a market many might not even consider. What's driving this steady march upwards? It seems like such a niche area.
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, the report highlights several key forces.
Okay.
Firstly, there's just ongoing industrial expansion, across numerous sectors, new factories, warehouses, distribution centers popping up.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, evolving safety regulations. These are mandating higher, more specialized standards for these environments, and that pushes demand for advanced flooring.
Right. Regulations always play a part.
They do. And finally, there's a growing push for sustainable and sort of eco-friendly flooring options. That's becoming a really significant factor for modern facilities.
Yeah, the green angle.
Precisely. And these aren't minor considerations. They're essential for operational efficiency, worker well-being, and even, a company's environmental footprint.
That makes a lot of sense. It really is about more than just a surface. Okay, now, the regional breakdown is always fascinating.
Yeah, this is where you see the different stories emerge.
Exactly. While the whole market is growing, some areas are truly leading the charge. What's the standout story when we zoom in geographically?
Asia Pacific. It's undeniably the powerhouse here.
Okay.
It accounted for over, $2.3 billion in 2021? And it's projected to nearly double to $4.6 billion by 2033.
Wow, almost double.
Yeah, that's a commanding regional CAGR of almost 5.9%. And within this, China represents a massive segment. It's set to reach over $1.5 billion by 2033.
Huge numbers.
But the real story here, the one signaling incredible new industrial activity, is India.
Ah, okay. What's happening there?
It's showing the fastest growth rate globally, a remarkable 6.8% CAGR.
6.8%.
Yeah, growing from around $312 million to over $674 million by 2033. That kind of growth, it indicates massive new infrastructure, new manufacturing facilities being built literally from the ground up.
So real expansion.
Definitely. And we also see strong momentum in Singapore and across Southeast Asia as a whole, both with CAGRs over 6%.
So Asia-Pacific is about sheer scale and, like you said, explosive new development. What about other emerging markets? Where else are we seeing these high growth rates?
Exactly. Well, then we look at Africa,
Okay.
which, while it's a smaller market, about $258 million in 2021, it's projected to more than double, to $570 million by 2033,
More than double again.
and boasting an impressive 6.8% CAGR overall for the region.
Same as India's rate.
Very close, yeah. Within Africa, South Africa actually leads with a 7.4% CAGR.
Even higher.
And Nigeria isn't far behind at over 7%. So this points to significant industrialization and major infrastructure projects taking hold on the continent.
Interesting.
And South America is another high-growth region, about a 6.2% CAGR overall, set to nearly double to almost $1 billion by 2033.
Okay. Any standouts there?
Argentina stands out with a 6.8% CAGR. Brazil holds the largest market share in the region, around $193 million back in 2021, and is growing at a solid 6.1%.
Right.
So if we kind of connect this to the bigger picture again, this rapid growth in parts of Asia-Pacific, Africa, and South America, it strongly suggests where global industrial activity and, maybe more importantly, investment are expanding most rapidly.
It's about laying new foundations for new industries.
That's a good way to put it, yes.
That's a really clear picture of expansion.
Yeah.
Now, let's pivot a bit. What about some of the more established markets? What are we seeing there? Is it a different kind of growth pattern?
It is, yeah. It's a different dynamic. North America, for instance, represents a very substantial portion of the market,
Right.
valued at over $1.9 billion in 2021, projected to reach over $3.4 billion by 2033. That's a solid 4.8% CAGR.
Still strong growth.
Definitely solid. The United States dominates this region, contributing over $1.5 billion in 2021, showing steady growth around 4.7%.
Yeah.
Canada, however, shows a slightly higher CAGR, almost 5.5%.
Interesting. So what does that suggest?
Well, it suggests maybe more of a focus on maintenance, upgrades, and specific sector investments rather than the widespread, completely new build-out we're seeing in some emerging economies.
Yeah.
Refurbishment and optimization.
Got it. And Europe.
Europe is also a significant market. Over $1.2 billion in 2021, expanding to over $2.2 billion by 2033. That's about a 5% CAGR overall.
So similar to North America's rate.
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah.
While the overall regional CGR is lower than Asia-Pacific, we still see strong individual country performances, like Germany at 5.7% CNGR, Spain at 5.3%.
Okay.
Countries like Russia and Luxembourg show slightly lower growth, but the overarching trend is one of consistent investment in existing industrial infrastructure, upgrades, compliance, efficiency improvements.
Right. And the Middle East.
Finally, the Middle East. It's projected for a 4.4% CAGR, growing from around $399 million in 2021 to roughly $685 million by 2033.
Okay.
The UAE is a key player here, showing a nearly 5% CAGR. That reflects its ongoing economic diversification and, infrastructure development.
Makes sense.
Other countries like Egypt and the rest of the Middle East have slightly lower but still positive growth rates.
It's fascinating how the numbers really do tell such different stories across regions. So when we put all of this together, the massive global numbers, the specific regional strengths, the varying rates of growth, how does it all tie back to our initial understanding of industrial flooring? What's the big takeaway for you, for the listener?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, as we've been saying, it really underscores that the industrial flooring market truly is a kind of bellwether for industrial activity itself.
A leading indicator,
Yeah.
almost.
In a way, yes. The higher CGRs in Asia-Pacific, South America, Africa, they directly reflect rapid industrialization, significant infrastructure investment, and the establishment of new manufacturing hubs in those regions. It's where the new building is happening.
Right.
Whereas established markets like North America and Europe, while they're larger in absolute value, they're seeing that steady growth, which indicates, continued maintenance, upgrades, optimization of existing facilities, rather than that explosive new facility construction.
So it highlights a global shift.
Exactly. It highlights a global shift in where production and logistics are expanding most dramatically,
Yeah.
where the future capacity is being built.
It really brings home that understanding these trends isn't just about, the market size for flooring, but about the underlying economic forces shaping our world and where opportunities are emerging.
Absolutely. It's a physical manifestation of economic trends.
So what's the actionable takeaway for you, the listener, as you move through your day? This deep dive into something like industrial flooring, it reveals how these fundamental, often hidden sectors can tell a powerful story about global economic shifts and where the world is literally building its future.
And knowledge is most valuable when it's understood and applied, right? What's clear from this report is that the demand for robust, safe, efficient industrial environments is only increasing.
Right.
It's driven by the ceaseless march of innovation and production worldwide. It's not slowing down.
So maybe consider the next time you hear about a new factory opening or a big logistics hub expanding. What story is the very ground they're building upon telling you about global economic development and maybe opportunity?
It's a fascinating lens through which to view global change.